Why does everything sound so far away right now?
Right?
Is it the fans?
I think it's the fan.
It is loud in here today because it is hot as fuck.
It's only 106 with the heat today, but you know, hey, fuck
Well,
it.
welcome back to Team Fact and Choose the Fat. I am Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis.
It's Dooley.
This sounds really weird. Sounds like I'm in a can. All right.
I'm just a dude playing a dude who thinks he's another dude.
So, Dennis was obviously busy.
Yeah.
I saw you drink that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to push the tab back down. So you had a busy week.
Fuck yeah, we got our asses kicked this week. Hey,
Always late to the game, but always welcome, Dooley.
yeah, watch it. Watch your
Your platinum seltzer, huh?
uh-huh.
Blood orange.
Then I have my wicked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked weed.
So I had to go to alternatives.
Wicked is good.
Okay.
No, we were busy as hell. Like we did way more than we thought we were gonna do for the week and everything, and especially for the weekend and everything.
Especially when you fucking up orders.
Well, yeah,
Hit
yeah.
that fan. That one. Just turn it down because it sounds like you're about to take off.
Well, I just ate some corn, so you know.
Speaking of, what did we think of the corn? Okay, so what we did was the corn ribs, right?
Yeah, the corn ribs. Yeah.
Elotes corn ribs, which is dumb. Don't do it. Just make elotes, people.
Yeah. But it works in the air fryer.
Yeah,
Air
it
fryer
does
works.
work in the air fryer. I think cutting the corn
It's a pain in the
in the
ass.
ribs is a pain in the ass and a step that everyone could just
Worst
move
case
on.
scenario, just cut it in half once, and that's it.
See, I don't think, man, like long ways we're talking.
Yeah, long ways. It's just once that way, and you're good. But like,
I just say leave it whole.
Yeah.
I mean, cut it into a niblet. Like, you don't need, like, the entire ear of corn. Like, break it in half
yeah,
and air fry it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Season the oil. What did we do? We did oil.
oil with salt, pepper, garlic, some
Paprika,
Paprika,
chili
yeah.
powder.
Yeah.
If you use loose corn kernels, does it count as like?
Corn rib salad.
I was gonna call it riblets.
No, it would be
Riblets.
corn
Riblets,
salad.
right?
Well, I think what we had were riblets.
Yeah.
I think it's a stretch
Which
no matter what.
I think
This is-
riblets suck in general across the board.
This is veganism stretching.
Right.
What is
Well,
this?
it's a low
corn
taste. They
ribs.
called it
No, it's fucking
corn
not.
ribs.
No, it's
I
not.
mean, I get the idea. You eat it off the cob like it's a rib.
You know, the whole thing, like, you know.
Yeah, not like Alex. He
somebody
just shoved the whole thing, ate the
gut in that
cob.
bitch. Like,
Ate the
It
cob.
really didn't seem like the center was
He's like,
that
this-
present, and it was.
it was. He's like, that's similar to a
Yeah.
bone type.
I only did it.
Okay.
I only did it once.
Hey, you know that fiber later. You're gonna wonder.
Best poop I've had in ages.
Right?
You'll see it all
Sounds
too.
like it sounds like a fucking machine gun because it's just like little corn nuggets.
That porcelain's gonna be clean.
Hit the rib. It's like a reload.
That was really loud.
Right? But one little helpful tip and everything, whenever you're placing orders and everything, especially if you're sending a picture of an order, make sure it's got the right picture before you send it.
Well, I mean that goes with emails and everything else too.
Well, yeah. Well, I took a picture of the one order we had and everything, and then I sent it to my boss, and he's like, "Well, hey, we need this, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, we do need chicken, don't we?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." So I added it all, and then I took a picture while inside in the text conversation and everything with him. It didn't save to my phone. I saw the picture, I thought it was the same one, so I sent it, and I ended up not ordering any chicken for the weekend at the butcher shop. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, you said you had wings.
Well, we
had whole wings.
Well, by end of day Sunday, we were out of pretty much everything. The only poultry we had was turkey wings.
Turkey wings?
Yeah,
Fresh or smoked?
fresh.
Fresh. Do you guys ever carry smoked turkey wings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, $4.99 a pound.
I like how you could always just shoot off the price, like $4.99 a pound. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the prices of the food on the food truck.
I was like, fresh turkey wings $6.99 a pound. You know, chicken breast $6.99 a pound. It's my job to know the numbers.
So you got any new acronyms that we need to know about?
That's a no.
No.
CP.
Command
RA.
post?
Shuckers.
Right, shuckers.
Nice.
Those are two new ones.
CP and what?
CP and RA.
RA.
RA, robotic assistant.
Is it resident advisor? Like, what the fuck? Are you in
What
college?
does a robotic assistant do? It assists the robotics.
Yes. Like, it's a robot arm that grabs the totes and sends it to said pallet where it needs to go. So that it goes to inbound or outbound.
So
And-
what's a CP?
Command post.
Yep.
That's all. I
I was
Or
combat pilot.
crap patrol.
Something pallet.
Cargo pallet.
Something. Crop pallet, something like that. But they do some other pallet work. Like MP is manual pallet. You manually pallet jack the shit up and bring it somewhere. CP, like, I think it's...
So, like, is that somebody's job, or is that just like, hey, go MP that over there to the CPU?
That's kind of what you hear on the radio a lot. But, no, manual pallet, they send it to other places. CP, no, that's computer.
I mean,
Pallet.
I'm asking you, is that somebody's job? Like, what are you? I'm an MP. What do you do? I manually move pallets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we should cross train and like, oh Bob, move that fucking pallet.
Well, they're also called water spiders.
Water spiders.
Yeah. That's what a pallet mover is.
Fucking why?
I don't know. I still
They
do not
drink a
understand.
lot of water.
I mean,
I still do not understand why it's called a water spider.
I mean, remember, Amazon has like animal names, right? No, doesn't your like place have like a mascot?
We're called the Neptunes.
Yeah, close enough, man. A mascot. So
Our mascot is
King
a
Neptune.
ship.
A ship,
Yeah.
not the planet,
No.
not King Neptune.
It's not Uranus either.
No, that's South Marvin.
Well,
But
this job sounds so exciting, right?
it's a lot of repetition, but once you...
It sounds like something. I'm sure if you could put all the acronyms together, it would make a word that was awesome.
I'm going to go into my Slack and try and find...
My Slack.
See, even that sounds dumb.
Right?
I know what Slack
that's-
is. It still sounds stupid. Like, what's the acronym there? It's not an acronym. That's the actual thing.
Slack's like...
The program.
It's the messaging
Yeah,
system.
Yeah.
Like, I need to go in there and try and find the fucking Amazon Wikipedia. Because apparently there's a thing with all the acronyms on there.
Oh, really? Like, and it breaks it down.
Yeah, like, hey, what's that? Amazon Associate. PA, what's that? Process Assistant. OM, Operation Manager. PG, Process
Physician
Guide.
assistant.
Man, I feel like that's got to be great.
PA, prostitute assistant. What?
Huh?
Like, you about to get, like, you're getting off at, like, 3 o'clock, and somebody's like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, I got to go to AA.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, the producer got recognized on the food truck by her voice.
Oh.
Someone physically asked her if she was the producer from the podcast.
Nice.
Did you go? No, that's some other lady.
No, it was really nice, and thank you to those ladies, and I hope they enjoyed their mac and cheese.
Speaking of your food truck,
What about the food truck?
that Pal burger,
Yeah?
fucking life changing.
Well,
Turn off the
Oh, Corbin.
yeah, right? Corbin's probably listening now, and
Yeah.
he's like,
I told you. I told you.
How was Prototype 4?
Fucking delicious.
yes, Prototype 4 is top secret.
Yes.
He didn't even know what it was. He came in and was like, oh, the fat sauce is delicious. And I was like, well, that was Fire Ranch. So,
Yeah.
Prototype 4.
Hey, all I know is it's great on fucking French fries and on that burger.
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Fire Ranch is going to be good on anything that you would put ranch or fire sauce on.
True.
I mean,
So tell me about the POW.
Like,
It's a fire.
it's a fire burger with a.
I went one level up with Dennis, and I added sauteed onions as well.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, I did an episode 1 smash burger, add pork chop.
Yeah.
It's like-
And yeah, like I sent a picture in the on the phone and everything, but yeah, like I opened it up, like, holy fuck, this bitch is huge.
what'd you expect?
Well, I know, but like I was like, okay, like all right, and then yes, that
I
was
expected a fingerling.
Segue.
Segue?
Pictures on phones.
Pictures on phones?
So recently, someone that we know, let's just call him the other Fossey, went to Philadelphia.
Oh.
And while he was there, he went to a sub shop and took a photo of a cheesesteak in Philadelphia, because we have a lot of conversations about how our food looks after people get it. They
Yeah.
take photos, and
Yeah, after it's wrapped in it.
You know, yeah, you-
unwrap it, it's not the prettiest
it doesn't.
thing.
Yeah, it does, and so this is just go ahead and you can pass that around.
Uni uploaded a bunch of
You
photos
you
from
can pass that
Big
around.
Huh?
So
So Uni uploaded a bunch of photos to our our Yelp account.
Well, that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a cheesesteak.
That doesn't exist.
Huh?
That's not a cheesesteak, though.
That is a cheesesteak.
Well, he put lettuce on it.
Yeah, he cheated, but
Ew.
that's again.
It's
It's
gr-
just the fact that
It
it looks exactly like
And
what
that
ours
is clearly
looks like.
with whiz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have whiz.
But again, not it just made me happy that
Our-
I'm glad he went to a Philly authentic place and it looks
That was
just as
probably-
shitty in a photo as ours does.
I
Like it just doesn't. It's not photogenic. Cheesesteaks wrapped are not photogenic.
Especially when you put cheese sauce on them.
Yeah, just once you unwrap them, they're just like ah.
Yeah.
I don't think anything really out of a food truck is too photogenic.
Nope.
Oh,
See, I
when
disagree
you-
with that.
When you open up our boxes, like our Macs and our
Oh, yeah,
fries
yeah,
and
that.
everything, those look amazing.
But if you,
okay,
like-
anything wrapped
Yeah.
coming out of something, like even Subway, like you take that shit out, you got
That's
some of
ours.
the mayo or the oil or some shit like that
It
all
still
on the
doesn't look
side.
bad.
Yeah,
but
that looks delicious.
I just don't think a Philly photo of any shop, like a wrapped Philly photo, is ever going to win like an award. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
that's
nobody's
funny.
going to be like, "Hey, that is amazing."
It's kind of
Like,
funny we're actually talking about that because my sister, apparently y'all go to one of the schools that one of my sister's friends works at.
yeah.
descriptive.
I don't
Very
She
much
works with
so.
her at Panera.
Because there's like two
Huh?
schools
I
in the
believe
city.
she works with her at Panera.
Yeah.
Yes, I've met her.
And she was like, "Oh, their food's so good." My sister looked at the photo. She's like, "I mean, it doesn't seem really that appetizing, like to go to." I'm like, "Yeah, Megan. I don't think anyone just wakes up in the morning, maybe Dennis, and just goes, you know what I need? A Philly with fries and some cheese on top of that."
You know, I
I
disagree
do,
with
and
you.
I got
believe
one for me.
A lot
There's
of
a lot of
wake
people
up and
that
feel
like
that
and,
way.
like just someone
the best
seeing
Philly
it,
of my life.
like just
I
seeing
got
it.
one yesterday.
You're
That was
also
my dinner
assuming
last night.
you're assuming that Dennis wakes up in the morning. Okay, first off, he probably never sleeps. Okay, we haven't confirmed his age. I don't really know what goes on in his nighttime hours.
Hey,
I have slept here.
Look at that.
I've seen him passed out on the
Look at
couch.
that
He was faking it.
That
He was
looks
faking it.
delicious.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's our burger.
Oh.
See, again, yeah, like it's the cheesesteaks that I'm
Yeah.
on. Like the cheesesteaks just. You can't wrap a cheesesteak, unwrap it, and take a photo
Nah.
in the wrapper
Well,
and be
any-
like, "Oh, that's good."
Anything with that much melted cheese on it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a mess. Yeah, I mean. Anyway,
But yeah.
Click the button, Dooley.
topic number 1.
Didn't we already?
I don't know.
Not this one.
Not this one though.
We did the one after.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about this.
Oh.
Everyone is doing it, but is it even safe to use parchment paper in a skillet?
I never even heard of this.
I have seen this recently because what they're doing is they're keeping their pan clean.
I wanna
Just wash the fucking pan.
That's what I'm screaming.
I want to know one thing. Everyone is doing it, but is it even safe to use parchment paper in a skillet? So this sounds like a scientific question, right?
Okay.
Look at the first sentence. We spoke with a classically trained chef for the scoop. I am sorry, safe is not the chef's area of
Okay,
expertise.
it's not wax paper, it's parchment paper. So there's a difference there because you can bake on parchment, you don't bake on wax paper.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm just saying, like, I feel like the phrasing there is a little misleading. Is it useful? Is it
See, I mean,
possible? Is it? I mean,
just
yeah.
wash your damn pans, people.
Right?
Well,
I mean,
I
this
don't-
is
I
go
don't-
back up real fast
I
because
don't
that is a
know about-
photo of a non-stick pan
Yeah.
with parchment paper in it.
And at the same time, yeah, granted, on an induction.
And you also got to clean the outside of your pan.
Yeah,
When it said
definitely.
skillet, I was definitely thinking more of like cast iron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is obviously not a cast iron skillet, completely with you. But I was thinking cast iron, in which case, don't wash your pans all the time.
But
Season your pan.
But what if you're on a gas range? That paper gonna catch on fire when it's sticking out like that.
I mean, well, let's find out. Dooley, scroll down and let's see what they have to say.
How and why people are using parchment paper in skillets. Case in point, using parchment paper in an air fryer, if trimmed to fit properly and used at temperatures under the maximum heat level recommended for your particular parchment paper product, it should be fine to use in most air fryers. Just keep a close eye on the food as it cooks.
Dun dun dun. That's the key. Under max. Who uses an air fryer under max power?
Right.
The French fry. That's the
Well,
only
no,
button. That's the only button that bitch needs. French fry.
What are they? Because they're saying like, because the parchment paper can only heat, take up heat to 425 degrees.
425.
Yeah.
Why are you scrolling back up? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Heat resistant, not flame resistant.
Well, I'm trying to read like all the shit below. On a similar note, many home cooks recipes, developers are sharing cooking hacks on social media or blogs about using squares of parchment paper on the surface skillets to fry eggs, sear seafood, cook hash browns, help create the crunchy exterior of tadig, reheat pizza, crisp up Parmesan for crunchy, chip-like creations.
Fucking
Yeah, I mean, you put it in the oven.
You get
The Parmesan, you throw that shit in the microwave for like 20 seconds. It's good.
Well, I mean, if you use parchment paper and put it out, like, and then you can do like a bunch of Parmesan crisp and put them in the oven.
Or how we did with the muffin pans at one time.
Those were cups.
Yeah. Still.
So, is it safe? Where are we at on this? I mean, you know,
We stopped pretty much here, so.
keep scrolling.
yeah,
This is
he's still on the mission.
Yeah, I'm reading, but we don't need to cover all of this.
Is it safe? Let's get down to that part.
Thank you, because everything I was reading really didn't matter.
Some serious safety risk.
Arise if you don't trim the parchment paper properly. An overhang could catch fire if you happen to have a gas range.
Good job, Dennis.
Regardless of the heat source for your stovetop, if the parchment gets too dry and chars, like you may have seen in the edges do when roasting vegetables, for example, flakes can break off and make their way into your food. And lastly, the high setting of most stovetops is around 450, which may be higher than the safe upper limit recommended for your parchment's manufacturer. The latter factor is the main red flag for culinary school graduate Megan Hill, executive chef and CEO of Culinary Hill. So the fact that most people are going to overcook the parchment paper is essentially where we're going
So
with
are we
this.
talking about like a breakdown in the silicone? Is that what we're talking about?
So.
Some smaller pieces like circles may be rated as low as 390. I'm a rule follower. I read the package of each specific parchment paper to see what they say. The temperature
Lies.
ranges,
Those
and
are
I
lies.
stick to that. This means if you're cooking in a skillet over medium, low, or low heat, you'll probably be fine using parchment paper, but if you get into the higher temperatures, obviously it becomes a problem, especially if you go in a skillet that exceeds 500 degrees.
Have you ever read the packaging of foil
No.
or parchment paper, wax
No.
paper? Like, no. I mean, outside of like, oh, this one says wax paper, this one says parchment
paper.
No, because I'm not a nerd.
I need to look see if they got
I still don't.
We need to look see if they got expiration
what
dates.
Have
on
you-
them.
I'm supposed to use this shit for.
First off,
Like, I don't know what wax and parchment and all.
Well, wax is
You
more
keep
for
telling
confectionaries,
me.
like you know when you're like letting chocolate re-solidify, like
Yeah.
you lay it out on wax paper, you know, like your cookies,
Yeah.
you know.
So it's not made for cooking.
No, wax melts at a very low temperature.
the Parmesan chips that they gave an example of. Have you ever done them on parchment paper? I've always done them on foil.
I've always done them on parchment,
I mean, like, it never
Like-
seemed to affect anything.
like you know, like because we used, I mean, fucking the pre-cut sheets at work, you know, like
Yeah.
they fit perfectly into a sheet pan. And
We
then
didn't-
you just sprinkle your piles of cheese and tuck them in the oven and let them melt.
We didn't have those where I was, so we just
Well, I mean,
used
foil's
foil.
gonna work
Like,
too.
I'm just curious.
I think
like,
parchment is just easier because like you can pick it up.
I was
It
thinking
comes off
cheaper.
easier. It comes off easier.
I was thinking cheaper, just
You think
manufacturing
is
it.
parchment cheaper than foil? I feel like parchment's pretty fucking expensive. No, we don't need to Google that, do we?
Hey, I saw Austin on
He
phone
was at
too.
least on the
I'm
ball
already
on
on
that
it.
one.
I'm already on it. By the
Let's
time
go to
you
the
get
next.
there,
Let's move on. So yes, it's fine to cook on parchment paper. We all knew that going
Just-
into it.
just keep it low. Yeah.
What 425?
Oh, hey. I mean, to be honest, this is a great article. When to use parchment paper versus aluminum foil. Let's see if they have a short one.
This is going to be a good topic here. All right. So, cities ranked by dirtiest restaurants. I hope those
Sensuous.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Everybody, good. All right,
Good.
where are we going? Scroll. Let's get to the numbers.
Okay.
The numbers want to know. All right, hold on. We'll go back up. I got to
You
read.
said numbers, not.
Sorry.
By the way,
Numbers are dots.
apparently wax and parchment papers are also preferred for freezing. For some reason, they're better for freezing items.
All right, so the major health hazards here are food health, unsafe temperatures, hand washing, improper cooking, contaminates food contacted surfaces, and food from unsafe sources. See, I don't really think I believe in the unsafe sources as much. But the less serious
I did.
concerns are substandard employee cleanliness and hygiene, rodents and insects, improper use of wiping cloths, and presence of sick restaurant workers, bare hand contact with raw food.
I love how, like, rodents and insects is the less worry.
Yeah, don't worry about that. And don't
Well,
really
I mean,
worry
like-
about the sick guy with his bare hands on your food.
Why would
right?
you worry about rodents and insects? Like, even the FDA says those are fine in small parts.
All right.
The presence of rodents and insects is certainly disgusting and certainly shows a restaurant is not focusing on food safety, she says. But the most important, or the most dangerous, wait, what? But the things most dangerous to consume are the things we would never see unless we had tools and training. Even if we went into the kitchen, we would not be able to see the things that would really harm us.
Just talking about bacteria. What are you pointing at? Oh, keep going.
I
want to see the numbers.
Glare.
Where's the dirtiest restaurants?
Dirty dining. Well,
There
it's
you
cities.
go.
So we're ranking cities.
Yeah, cities from worst to best. Wow. Okay.
Interesting. All right.
So these are obviously major cities. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's some smaller cities that would outdo
Wow.
these.
I'm
shocked by one of them on there.
I'm shocked by many of them. So the city's rankings from worst to best. First coming in at worst would be Austin, Texas. 58 violations in 30 restaurants.
And I guarantee they're all taco restaurants too.
Austin is 63 and 30, so
Yeah.
I don't think they're...
Yeah. Which doesn't... But,
Colorado Springs.
but it
Well, maybe
might...
these had more.
like more. Like
I was
what
going
is
to say
it?
the severity of the
Yeah.
violation might come into play.
Critical.
We don't
Yeah,
know that.
you had
Yeah.
some criticals.
maybe they should
this-
explain that.
Like Milwaukee has 27 violations in 20
All right.
restaurants.
So we're jumping around. So it's Austin, then Boston with 63 violations in 30 restaurants. Milwaukee with 27 violations in 20 restaurants. Colorado Springs, 46 violations in 30 restaurants. Let's just go. All right, so New York is actually not that bad, huh?
Kansas City, Missouri, Pittsburgh, Denver, Las Vegas, Washington, D.C., New York, Atlanta, Portland, Baltimore, Minneapolis.
Wow.
God damn, this really goes on.
Yeah.
Chicago, St. Louis, Seattle,
you've been
Philadelphia,
talking
San
for a while.
Francisco, and Tucson. Tucson,
Yay.
Arizona.
They only
Yeah,
had
we're not on
14
this-
violations in 20 restaurants.
Oh,
Okay,
we're
so
not
just
on
for
this list.
people who
How did
have
they-
not worked in the
Hold on,
restaurant
scroll
industry.
up. How did they have fucking 14 violations in 20? Is that
29.
So when they say, is that 14 of the same violation in 29 restaurants? Because earlier, when we were on like 36 in 20 restaurants, I was like, oh, 2 per restaurant.
Yeah.
Does that mean that there are 36
Well, maybe
of
so.
the
Okay,
same
so I'm gonna say
violation?
no. I'm gonna say in like Tucson, they probably went to 29 restaurants and found 14 violations
I agree.
instead of like in San Francisco they went to 30. They found 15 violations.
Then again,
And-
the world may never know because they're not explaining.
Yeah, they're not explaining shit and what the violations were. But okay, so in the restaurant industry, there are critical and non-critical violations. I'm gonna go with they're probably counting critical violations, which would be like food temp, raw, you
Poultry.
touching food with prepared food with your bare
Cross-contamination.
hands.
That's the shit that either gets you shut down. The
Yeah.
criticals that either get you shut down or we're coming back in 2 weeks and
Yeah.
you better have the shit fixed.
So,
Depending on.
on how bad they are. And
Jesus, ads on the side.
well, I mean, you got to pay for it somehow. I'm not paying them. All right. So this is a good one. I actually did read into this one. Okay, so restaurant rent delinquency rates have improved.
So restaurants were not able to pay their rent. That's the short version.
Yes. So the new data shows that 36% of independent restaurant operators couldn't pay their rent in July. So 36%.
A third of the industry.
Yeah.
Which is an improvement from June, which was 45% and 44% in May. So almost half the industry couldn't pay their rent in
What do you think?
midsummer
what do you think
of this year.
What do you think that stems from?
Higher-
Is it the pricing? Is it like
Higher
the
food costs and
the,
shit like
the
Hire
I mean,
everything.
it goes on and it gives you like a full fucking breakdown here, and like so.
rating
63% of independent restaurants are paying more for rent versus January.
Yeah.
So the rent. So yeah,
Rent
I mean,
keeps
and
going
that's
up
the
no
thing.
matter
They
what,
keep
yeah.
raising rent every year, and I think, I mean, like yeah, if you're going in to look at opening a restaurant, which I know we talk about often,
Yeah.
but that's something that we take into consideration. Like, where's your rent start at, and
Yeah.
what's the percentage it's going to go up monthly, or
Yearly.
they're saying monthly here. I mean yearly. And that sandwich looks good. Sorry, that's an ad.
You're looking at the same thing I'm looking at. I'm just sitting here just.
So you
Damn.
think it's so obviously rent is going up, and the cost of food is going up, the purchase. So, do you think there's just like a problem with the margin there? Like
Is there
the,
a
the
margarita around
restaurants,
us? Sorry.
the restaurants aren't making the margins, so they're just not making the profit.
I'm sure, again, this is probably from a large city, which is obviously going to be more impacted by these issues. But owners are still raising selling prices at an inflammatory level. Stop fucking moving!
Didn't mean to.
Owners are still raising selling prices at an inflammatory level to try and pass on higher inventory, labor, and energy costs. So energy cost is another interesting one. How much do you think that, like, because I know that we kind of had a slight conversation about that recently, that the energy bills are really high.
Mm-hmm.
I admit, summertime calls for higher, like,
Yeah, AC.
What are their peak times and shit? You know, like, I don't know if they still do that. Like, peak times for electricity, do they charge more type deal?
Yeah, they do.
So, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know how much that affects
But I
this
feel
type
like,
of thing. But
again, I feel like that's like something that's also like been growing steadily throughout the years is the energy costs, like to power your house.
labor, obviously a big one in restaurants.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
raising minimum wages, like,
Yeah.
that's going to change
Or you're
some
getting
shit.
rid of like the tip scale.
Yeah, I mean,
And
well,
like now you got to pay
again-
servers $15 an hour as opposed to when they were getting tipped and making $30 an hour.
we don't know where this restaurant is, so we don't know that one in particular. But again, just in general, owners are raising.
Yes, and
Costs
inflation
because of
is,
inventory,
inflation
labor,
is
and
here.
energy,
It's
I
real, and it's affecting everybody. And now people can't pay their rent.
Oh, I didn't know.
Moving on, Dooley.
I also heard, apparently with some new economic shit, the new, like, power bill bullshit, people were paying like $600 a month when they were paying, like, last year, like,
Oh, ours is huge right now.
yeah,
Not that one. Next one.
I don't know.
Yes. So my brother sent this one.
I saw this. I'm like, okay.
Which I mean is always fun.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's a good idea. So Lauren sent us over a topic: 8 of the absolute best cuts of meat to deep fry. Now I've pretty
Prime
much,
rib. What?
I've pretty much deep fried everything I can
Same,
think of.
Yeah.
So now I'm interested in like what are the best? What are they considering the best cuts? You got a little roulette. Oh no!
We're going to roulette it. Yeah, everybody take two.
Take 2.
Take two.
What is this?
We're just
That's some roulette.
you'll find out. Just take two. Take two and call me in the morning.
It's
dude.
not spicy, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's not spicy.
Not at all.
Okay. I got fucked with that one last time.
That's more than 2.
I mean, you're welcome. She.
At the same time.
See, I'm not a fan of these to start with.
It is Skittles that we're passing around. The Shriekers Skittles.
Well, I'm going to give you the green one. I'm going to take 2 purples and see if one's different. Than
I got
the
2 greens myself. That's
Oh.
just what came out of the bag. We'll see if either of them is going to be interesting.
Okay, so explain a shrieker.
So the Shriekers bag, we talked about this briefly last week, but
Yeah.
the Shriekers bag, its random ones are super sour, and they are not covered in sugar, so you don't know which ones are which.
I got more.
So again, take
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I got 2 purples. One is darker and doesn't have the S on it.
none of them that I am holding have the S on it.
Let's see. I got one with the S and one without the S.
I got
I have a faded S.
Save
Maybe
that one.
don't forget,
But apparently that's
it did
money.
get a little hot.
Okay.
Some of these might have
So
melted
the
a little
S,
bit.
the S might have fallen off.
The point is that not all of them are super sour, but some of them will twist your face up.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard like if a Skittle doesn't have an S on it, you could like send in for money.
that was an M&M. It was a white M&M.
That was M&M shit. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like $1
I
million.
got a regular purple. It's grape.
I got a regular. Anybody hit a sour? Nobody?
Not yet.
Nobody? All right.
I still got 2 more, so.
Round one's good.
I mean,
That's a sour one.
I think I had a sour one.
I was right.
Oh, you'd know.
Yeah, it builds a little.
Yeah, you'd know. If you hit a sour one, it is not a question. It
I mean,
is.
it's not. It's still going, but it's not like Warhead sour. It's sour though.
It gets you.
Number 4.
So I was.
Dennis is looking out over here.
All 4.
There's like a center
Yeah.
that is just straight citric acid.
Yeah, it just
That's like all
sour.
it is. Like it made my eyes water. Like
Well,
I mean, it's not like intolerable.
I'm disappointed the guy that doesn't like Skittles is the only one who got hit with the sour Skittle.
Well, I mean, it's not intolerable
I
sour.
think I had a sour.
I think I prefer the sour one.
Then the regular.
Yeah, because
Well,
I
I
don't
had-
care for Skittles because they give me loogies, man.
Yeah.
I stand by that statement.
Colored lookies, too.
I just got 3 green ones. Not a single one was sour.
Well, you gotta like.
I had
I
a
had
green
2
and an
purple.
orange.
See,
and
that
2
green one is a different color.
Oh, so you think that?
It
Well,
is
there's 2
probably-
different greens.
There's 2
There's
different.
ghoulish green apple and
Oh.
shocking lime. So that could be, but the purple. There's
What
only
about
one
the
purple.
oranges?
Yeah, they're 2 different color orange.
There's a citrus scream, which is kind of a yellow orange, and then a red orange is spine tingling tangerine.
Spine tingling.
Spine tingling tangerine. We have another snack over there too.
Well, we'll get to it.
Okay.
I want to do that beer though. I think we've done it before.
The 31.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealing one of those. We're
Yeah.
gonna send Dennis home with a 4-pack,
Give me a 3-pack.
3-pack. Sorry. We need a cups by your feet, please. All right, so while he's doing that, let's talk about the best foods to deep fry. Best meats.
Sorry.
Did you get one yet? No sours?
I think I did.
Oh, look at that.
Chicken thighs.
See?
And they got some collars right there next to it. Fuck yes.
So deep fried chicken thighs. Now, are these
All right,
of
both
the
of
bone?
these should be sour.
Are these why?
That's what my logic is going.
Okay. Grab some. Oh, you got them. All right. So boneless. Are these boneless or are these bone in? Or are we just deep frying chicken thighs just because they're chicken
It
thighs?
looks like it's got skin on it, so I'm assuming
Skin on, bone in.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
Damn right.
Can't really make a sandwich out of that though. But deep fried chicken's my jam. Let's go. Cube steak. You can get that at the butcher shop.
Damn right. $7.99 a pound.
All right.
That looks really good.
That does look really good.
Hell
With
yeah,
the mashed
good.
potatoes and the gravy.
And the
I
white
was
pepper
gonna say, is
gravy.
that like
yeah.
just
Well, see,
country fried steak with
is it
like
weird that I like
Yeah.
to have the sausage gravy on my country fried steak?
Nope.
No,
I mean, even for dinner.
gotta
Is
love
it weird
meat.
that I just like sausage gravy?
Gotta
mean,
love meat.
You could
gravy
put
on
sausage gravy
meat,
on
okay.
just about. I would take that on like an Italian sub, and it'd probably still be fine. And that
I-
sounds
I-
weird.
I- Interesting.
That sounds weird, doesn't it? But
I dip the fuck out of that. What are
Right?
you talking about?
It-
Hell yeah,
I mean,
man.
where's my country gravy dipper?
Dude, look, let's do a throwback to a hotel with the deep fried bacon
And the
with
country
fucking,
fried. The
and you know what?
Sausage bacon dipper.
The
Yeah, I
chicken,
want
the
country fried
chicken
steak,
fried.
Fucking delicious.
Chicken fried bacon, baby.
Fucking
I want
delicious.
country
It
fried
was
steak now.
tempura.
Port loin. There you go. Catch
Yeah, it was tempura battered.
Oh,
like,
look at that. That's
cut
nice.
Bacon.
That looks good. I think that's going to be expensive as hell, the way they plated it.
Like
Oh,
why?
pork
It's
ones?
literally just some lettuce, a lemon, and pork.
It looks like-
Excuse
There's a
me,
piece
sir.
of fusilli right there, dude.
it look-
Excuse me, sir. There is a rack on a plate.
Yeah.
yeah, it's on the air fryer rack right now. What the
Excuse me.
fuck?
I changed careers. I forgot all about the culinary world of that.
It is on the air fryer rack on a plate with some fusilli, some chopped up iceberg, and a lemon wedge.
I feel like this is the
Served
difference.
with chopsticks.
This is the difference between like serving a taco just on a plate,
Yeah.
where versus like the taco shell holder.
Uh-huh.
Like this is your pork loin holder right here.
It's-
It's perfect.
At the same time, I'm laughing because like the picture is a center cut pork chop.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're talking about a
But
pork
yeah,
loin.
well, yeah, they're talking about like down here, like the location along the pig's back, the cut remains fairly lean, but unlike the similarly placed pork tenderloin, which I laugh because like pork tenderloin is on the inside, it's the beef tenderloin of the fucking damn pig. That's lean as hell because there's no fat to that. And then at the same time, they're talking about like the loin bone is from a small fat cap that keeps the meat. Like that's from the rib end.
Right.
That's
Oh, I know all about
yeah,
the rib.
we here at Team
The
Fat Kids
aficionados
know
of pork chops.
yeah. Get
So-
that, yeah.
Again, like that, just like it's katsu or what is
Yeah.
that?
I look like katsu.
Tonk
Yeah.
katsu.
That one's not, but it definitely is talking
crispy
about
pork loin,
katsu.
tonk katsu. And they serve with chopsticks. We know that's expensive. Keep scrolling. What?
Ugh,
I have not done this.
Turkey wings.
I'm good.
Deep fried turkey wings?
I mean, why not?
Like, do
I
we
don't-
bread them? I mean, I guess I can say I deep fried turkey wings when I deep fry a whole turkey.
Turkey? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But do you eat, like, are they talking, like, they're cutting them down like they're going to be buffalo wings?
I mean, they're just making chicken wings. That's it. Chicken wings with turkey.
Chicken wing to the
They're way
steroid
bigger,
power.
though.
I was gonna say, do you have to turn the oil down? I'm not gonna read that much.
Ugh.
Chicken livers.
I love fried liver. I mean, I like it when it's breaded. That doesn't look so much breaded.
I like the beginning of the
looks-
sentence. Feel good. Well, better. About eating deep fried fare when you whip up a batch of crispy chicken livers.
I mean, it's good for you.
That
man.
looks like
the iron.
was it the fucking Mongolian barbecue shit that we had when we were in
Bulgogi?
Richmond.
beef bulgogi.
Yeah, like, it has the same
I
look
mean,
to
yeah,
it.
that it does. But I mean, you'd be if you were, I guess, in the room, you would notice that it was fairly
Not.
different.
Yeah,
And it's like, like chicken liver versus beef liver, Dennis. You just don't do liver.
I don't do liver. I can't. I've tried.
Have you
and
been?
don't sell
What about
liver?
where you fall like on gizzards?
They're chewy, but I'll eat them.
What about hearts?
Hearts are delicious.
You're just fucking weird. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't. What is it? A creamy texture of liver?
No, not just the texture, but that the
iron?
that taste that it's
The-
like
the
it's
stiff
flavor.
iron?
Yeah, the flavor. Like it's
Yeah.
because like the best example for it was we had a customer that ordered some thick sliced calf's liver, never picked it up. So boss man's mother-in-law came by. She picked it up. She took it home.
Thick sliced calf liver.
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry. Just making sure I heard that correctly.
Yeah, floured it and everything, and fried it in bacon grease.
How thick?
Huh? Half inch thick.
I was thinking, oh, that's
pretty thick.
Fucking thick.
Yeah.
I was thinking like
going bougie.
I was
How
thinking
thick?
like Canadian bacon. Like
No. It was thick slice.
Thick,
It was
thick.
thick slice, and like she
like the width of
fried
your
it in
thumb.
bacon grease and everything with onions and stuff like that. And then I come in the next day. He's like, "Hey, if you're hungry, there's some steak. There's some steak tips underneath." So I don't even know what the hell I'm eating. I'm thinking it's steak.
I mean, it is beef.
But at the same time, I took a bite and I'm like, it's got a fucking flavor. Like, the hell? Like, I know this flavor from somewhere, but I can't figure out what it's from. And he's like, well, it's better if you heat it up. So I heated it up into the skillet and everything. And I'm like, all right, and I'm trying to eat it over there. And I'm like, trying not to throw up while I'm eating it. He is literally on the phone with his dad, laughing his ass off. He's like, dude, he's going to fucking kill me when he finds out he's eating liver. But the way he looked at it, he's like, well, at least I know you don't like liver. You tried it cold, you tried it hot. You were trying to eat it while you're throwing it up. And like, nope, you don't like liver. I'm just, And then like, I've tried like.
I mean, it's fair. People don't like things.
And like,
man.
I tried to like,
foie gras. Have you done foie gras?
I've tried it. It just didn't really.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah,
just
still the same thing. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that
And-
doesn't have the irony flavor like in
No.
beef.
How
Yeah,
expensive,
no, it's
how
made
expensive
well.
is liver
I mean,
anyway?
But at the same time, like chicken
How
liver.
expensive is liver anyway? Like any liver?
I don't know how
Beef
much
liver
is it a pound?
Beef liver $5.99 a pound. Chicken liver is 1 pound cup is $2.99
I can get you a B positive blood type for about $500.
an ounce. An ounce.
Oh, I mean, I'll call you if you want me to. That sounds like an outside the podcast conversation.
All right, moving on from liver to pork chops. So pork loin, pork chops, not the same thing. Where are we at? Was that last one supposed to be a pork tenderloin?
Supposed to be pork tenderloin.
It's a pork loin.
Okay.
What is this?
This,
Squash or
Potatoes.
something?
yeah, no, I see.
That's
I would
potatoes.
say that's potatoes, but then I'm looking down and I thought that was going to be like a pork
I
chop.
thought this was some sort of.
That's Spetzel.
Yes,
It's
schnitzel
schnitzel.
with spatzel.
Yeah.
But you normally don't serve that with another potato.
You can.
Well, the spatzel's a dough. It's
Maybe
a
that's
pasta.
squash.
It's a dumpling,
Yeah.
I guess. Anyway, it looks a lot like the triple P
Yeah.
without the triple part.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just the veal cutlets. Oh man, I love a good veal cutlet.
Mm-hmm.
I had it in a
The
while.
producer does not like veal.
$15.99 a pound. Frozen.
$15.99 a pound frozen.
I've never tried.
Pound it.
Huh?
Are they already pounded out?
It's a whole veal out around. And then we slice it
Okay.
on the saw. Like I can get it as thin as possible. You can still pound it if you want to.
What
Milk
are
fat,
you talking
too.
about? We don't need veal.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not
Sirloin.
eating it.
I'm down with this.
I don't. Sirloin. So okay,
Or-
they're making steak fries.
Yeah.
And see,
I do that with the cube steak. So like, I'll take after run them through the cube and everything. I'll cut them in like 3 or 4 pieces, bread it up, fry it up. You got little steak fingers.
see,
Y'all thought about that?
is that sausage gravy? It should be.
It should be, but no. With my luck, that'd probably be fucking damn blue cheese.
Right? Yeah. Yep. I mean, if I was looking at that, I mean, I know it's a cold dip, so
Yeah.
I would say it's probably blue cheese.
Yeah.
Just looking at that, like, I mean, sometimes y'all got that somewhat leftover shit from in between grinds. Thought about,
That's
like,
ribeye.
I mean, yeah, I've deep fried ribeye before too.
So
Keep
same
scrolling.
here. Yeah.
Keep scrolling. Oh, that was
That
it. That
was
was
it.
it. Ooh.
Whoa.
We're not going to go
we
down this
stumbled
road.
into something good.
Something good. So, 45 best fried chicken restaurants in America. I just want to see number 1. We're not going to go through all 40. Nope. I already know
Nope.
this is a bullshit list. Keep
Popeyes.
going. Go all the way to the bottom.
I was going to say, was that number 1 or was that number 45?
Federal Donuts.
45 was Jolly Bees. Keep
Willie
going.
Mays, Scotch House.
Oh, see,
No,
there, that
Prince's,
is,
that's good shit right there. Prince's, Willie Mays, hell yeah.
Willie Mays is like the best one in fucking New Orleans.
Jolly
Gus's.
Bee's chicken and gravy was delicious.
It was good. Let's talk about this beer while Dooley keeps scrolling. So what do we got? Anything cool on the
It's
can?
hot as shit in here.
I mean, it's got a helicopter on the can.
I mean, that's cool enough for me. Right?
The dual rotor helicopter, like the transport copters.
The Chinook.
Yes. I mean, look, I don't know if everybody's going to know what that is. I'm trying to be descriptive here. It
Watch
is.
any military movie, they know what a Chinook is.
UH-65.
You would assume. You would assume. A portion of the proceeds of this beer are donated to the 31 Heroes Foundation. So that is probably the most important thing on the can, and also probably why they kept it simple, because they want you to know
Nope.
that. It is like the black camo, not the.
Which you can pick up one of those cool ass
Yeah,
Team
they
Fat
make it,
hats in black camo.
Damn right, I got one on right now.
It's not like the techno style either, like the squares. Yeah, the digital. It is just regular black camo. Again, 31 heroes. I will let you guys take a shot at style and or ABV if you don't know already.
I don't know ABV. I know the style, though.
Well, then keep your mouth shut about that one and shoot off an ABV.
I will go with...
I'm going to go 5.6.
Do you know the style as well?
Yes.
6.
Julie?
I'm going 5.5, and the style I'd say is fucking Pilsner, I guess.
It's a Kolsch at 5.8.
I thought that was the name of like the thing. I saw Kolsch on about it, none of the style.
Oh, well, I'm glad that
it's not your style.
You didn't know that. Not a bad beer, actually. I'm a pretty big fan.
It's pretty good.
Pretty big fan. I finished mine before you even rated it, so yeah, if that says anything.
It's got a front, like, mouth note to it.
It's like a less hoppy IPA, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it's an easy drinker.
Oh, I got to it, by the way.
Anyway. Obviously, it's a Kolsch. That was a dumb statement.
You got it?
That's the end? No way. That's halfway down the list.
It literally
stops. And then it goes into the best chicken wings. We're not going to...
So,
this is like a gold mine right here.
For the best fried chicken in America, Stroud's Restaurant and Bar. They have a few locations scattered around Kansas and Missouri. The Stroud branch traced its history back to a barbecue restaurant in Kansas City, Missouri that opened its doors in 1933. However, during World War II, the restaurant shifted to making fried chicken and gravy because of wartime beef rationing.
That sounds about right. But
well, I mean, hey.
Chicken and gravy, though. The green beans look good.
They're not olive drab. Let's go on to the next D.
Oh, I thought we were just going to be like, let's go here.
By the way, basic salt and pepper seasoning in a dredge. Stroud's.
You want to do this one, or?
Oh, no. Alex and I had this conversation.
Which one? I don't even know what we're on.
28. So, what is a whip, piano whisk? Like, is there a difference? I know a piano whisk has smaller, I'm going to call them tines. Right? The little individual wires in a whisk.
Yeah.
I feel like a piano whisk does mainly to
Would you call that a tine? And like a tine on a fork?
I don't know. See, I feel like if you're talking about a whip, it's a tine. If you're talking about a whisk, it's I don't fucking know.
So
again,
this stems back. Okay, when we were opening the food truck, we were searching for a whisk.
Yeah.
Like on, I'll just say, the Restaurant Depot website.
Yeah.
We typed in whisk.
Nothing.
Can't find shit. We were looking.
Yeah.
And they're like, they changed it, but now that
it's a whisk. Now it's a whisk.
Now it's a whisk.
So I have a question though. Here's on that note. Do you think that it's like a translation issue? Like, it's literally both the same thing, but like whip or whisk was one language versus another. So somebody was like, pass me the whisk. And it was like, oh, you mean the whip? Like, do you think that it's literally just like a translation issue? Like from Japanese to, obviously maybe not Japanese, but like Spanish to English? Like, whisk.
I don't even think just language might just be location because, I mean, just like the North says you all, we say y'all.
Well,
like whip, whisk, Ian's.
Okay, Ian's. So a piano whisk, from my understandings, okay, so is
the small ass one.
The tines
are very compact,
are thinner
and more compact.
Yeah, and then like when you get to like a whisk, it's like the bigger. Like they don't
depends on the application.
It doesn't bend. It doesn't whip.
Now that may go into again. I think you have a good idea with the piano. See, God, I want to say piano wire, even though you're calling them tines. But the piano wire for the piano
wire. I don't
whip.
know. I don't know the anatomy of a whisk.
The difference.
I've never sat and thought about it until the other day when I wrote this down.
I don't know if the difference between the whip and the whisk as an item is this way. But if you remember, we did look up the difference between whipping and whisking.
That is true.
And so whipping is more of adding air, vigorously frothing something, whereas whisking is just kind of like mixing. Yeah, so
you're getting a sauce incorporated with all the ingredients.
But does that change the name of the item?
Well done, sir. Well done.
Like if you are whipping with a whisk, does that make it a whip? Or is it still a whisk that you are whipping with?
See, I think there is a proper tool. And I think like maybe a whisk or a whip, I should say, is going to be stiffer. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Going to be stiffer, because you are trying to incorporate air, and you want it to. like you're trying to make a meringue or like
yeah.
whipped cream.
Yeah.
Like you want that stiffness,
you want
like in
peaks,
order.
yeah.
I feel like, or maybe like a whip is like those long ass ones that you see for like the
Or like
tilt skillet.
like the long stick with
Yeah,
like
for,
the
like-
head
yeah,
on
for
the
like
end
the
of
tilt
it.
skillet and stuff like that. It's not gonna move. It's
dying over
gonna
here.
help incorporate
Sensuous.
everything together. Sensuous too. Incorporate everything together without adding too much aeration
All
and
I
everything
know
else to
is-
it.
All I know is when a problem comes along, you must whip it.
Whip it
good.
And then I feel like I feel like the
I'm over here dying. I'm like, come on,
I feel like
I gotta do it. I gotta do
I
it.
feel
When
like
a
the
problem
piano
comes
was saying
along,
that's for like
you must whip it.
heavy whipped cream becoming whipped cream.
So here we go. I
Did you do your due diligence research?
did. I am.
And there's no clear answer.
No, there
It's
is.
like it's
See,
like in France, it's called a.
Well, see, like this is.
In
this
Britain,
is-
it's called a hoo tallywhacker.
There
Leave your
is
tallywhacker alone.
there is no item definition for a whip. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is I'm looking through definitions. Every definition of whisk and whip. Now, there are many definitions of whisk and whip because whip is used multiple times. A whisk is a cooking utensil which can be used to blend ingredients, smooth, or to incorporate air into a mixture in a process known as whisking or whipping. So technically, you use a whisk to whip or whisk. Now, here I think comes in the complication in why we call them whips, because technically, the first definition of a whip is a tool designed to strike humans or other animals to exert control through pain compliances or fear of pain.
Other
Blah, blah, blah,
humans
blah, blah.
Or animals. Other humans or animals.
So in the cooking world, we're only whisking. We're not whipping anything.
But see, like, that's the only thing I can get is, like, I'm assuming people have confused the definition of whisk and whip. Because you are whipping, which there is
'Cause you
another
whip
definition of whipping, which is
the
basically
cream.
it's a quick stir for incorporating area.
Yeah.
So but again, I'm assuming that they're confusing the two definitions, and so the act or the verb became the noun.
Okay.
So what you are doing with the item became the name of the item.
Okay.
So
But I
you have to
never,
whip it.
ever,
So it's a
ever
whip.
had said,
Whip it good.
I'm gonna grab a spoon and I'm gonna whip the shit out of this, like, or whisk it, like I stir it, like with a spoon, like that didn't become a verb. Well, I guess spooning is a verb. Never mind. Moving on.
Big spoon.
You're like a fucking ladle.
So she said,
You can be the big ladle or the small ladles and that.
Well,
It's a nesting egg.
This will be interesting.
Okay. See,
I'm
that-
assuming it's going to have. You know what? I'm already happy about number one because I was really about to say, like, I'm assuming this is going to be shit that, like, we're like, no. Like,
I didn't
and
even
again,
scroll
we're
just
going,
yet.
we're going blind. I just like the topic.
people from outside the United States share their favorite American foods.
Gotta love a rinker.
Number one, barbecue.
Barbacoa?
Well, I was going to call it barbacoa, but then it
Okay.
wouldn't be American.
Okay, Disney Plus, I don't want your ad.
No, I'm good. If it was barbacoa, it would not be American. Even though it's basically the same fucking thing.
Okay, what does the Ukrainian say?
USA brisket and peach pie. Oh, well, so thank you for
That's it,
narrowing
you-
it down. Never mind. We don't need those.
there you
just
go.
did that.
I have relatives in Carolina. I'm UK, and the first time I had vinegar-based barbecue, I nearly cried. That stuff for me can't be beat. I'd be fucking huge if I moved to the States.
Now
See,
move
you
to the States,
understand.
be a part of us. Texas.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hold on.
What?
Look at that one. I lived in Asia, and when I visited the USA for 10 days, my entire diet was basically Texas barbecue with all the sides, all the pies, apple, peach, pecan, key lime, Philly cheesesteak, hamburger and fries, the simple desserts like fudge brownies, chocolate chip cookies, Krispy Kreme plain glazed donuts, soft drinks like Dr. Pepper and root beer are absolutely hated in Asia.
As again, move to the States, you're gonna be
All right,
welcome.
what's the next one?
You're gonna be welcome.
Yeah! Hells yeah.
That
You
is
work
not-
all day,
hold the
eat
turkey.
one plate, need to take a
that-
nap.
That is not a
Cook for
Thanksgiving
10
plate.
hours and only eat for 30 minutes. You're done. What? That's a ripoff right
That's
there,
a
bro.
Thanksgiving plate. That's just the first Thanksgiving plate. What are you
No,
talking
that,
about?
That is your like before appetizer plate. Your actual dinner
Great.
plate has 7 scoops of this, 8 scoops of that, 17
This is my
pieces
sampler.
Of this.
This is my sampler. I want to see how good everything is before I go back and get the piles. All right.
It's appetizer.
All right. So, what
No,
we have to
dude,
read at least one. Which one do you want to go? You want to go with the
No,
Mexican?
no
I'm from
one's saying
Mexico.
shit.
I'm from Mexico, and we're spoiled on our traditional cuisine. But I found the Thanksgiving dinner experience in the U.S. incredible.
Oh, fuck you, weird history.
Yeah. Love everything. The turkey, dark meat, cranberry
Smile
sauce. I hope it was the one straight out of the can, bro. And the
Right.
stuffing. Oh, the stuffing. Mashed potatoes, salads, delicious pies, and followed for dessert. The whole combination plus the red wine, good company, and incredible experience is hard to match. So, I mean,
Well said. Diner food.
I mean, diner food is.
yeah.
that's not very narrow.
Not
I mean,
really.
At all.
diners make like 400 fucking things.
Well, there you go.
It's like
It,
you walked. It's
it
like,
makes a third of Guy Fieri's like entire profession.
I may be a simpleton, but an average diner with bottomless filtered coffee, pancakes, bacon, and syrup was my favorite part of the day. Although I did put on about 10 to 15 kilograms after a month in Texas. That sounds about right in Texas.
anything
Yeah.
smoked. All right.
Well, to a point.
Why is
Right.
it? Oh,
Anything,
fuck is this shit?
anything smoked. Brisket, pork shoulder, chicken, turkey. I've even had smoked burgers. If seasoning well and you don't even need barbecue sauce, it's just tender and juicy. Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Damn right.
Like, now you're about to
Treat.
change some people's lives.
Right here.
Like, you're about to change some Italian's life. Like, he's going to go home and, like,
Oh, mamma mia.
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
I hate to sound like an ignorant foreigner, but a made from scratch mac and cheese with at least 3 different cheeses plus a crispy breadcrumb crust on top, one of my favorite American dishes. See, I'm just glad we're out there, you know.
Changing the world.
Yeah, you know, at least they call mac and cheese American.
Yeah.
It's like, when you say American fare, it's like
I mean,
mac and cheese.
it doesn't.
Pasta
sound.
sounds Italian. Nope.
Nope.
Everybody makes pasta.
That's American.
I mean,
This is
especially
definitely
if they,
American right
especially
here.
if they say it like how we all say it, macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni. All right, so Tex-Mex. So obviously, pretty much all the Mexican food in
America is
America
not
is
really
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex, yeah. Especially when you get to like the California burrito. Who the fuck
That's
puts French fries?
Oh
Like,
shit!
That cornbread.
Cornbread.
Oh yes, please.
A nice warm cornbread muffin with some butter and a drizzle of honey is amazing.
Ooh, especially the hot.
I mean, also them fighting words if you fuck up a recipe. Like,
you got that right.
You burnt the fucking cornbread.
we
This is Thanksgiving.
You and me both know who would fight you over that shit too.
Cajun
Just
food.
its own
I mean, that is a nice
category.
bowl of gumbo, but I'm
That's
very.
way too dark for me.
See, I like it that way, but
Yeah.
there better be rice underneath that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that
don't
little
just put a heap
dollop
of it.
on top. Now we're just talking about
Well,
soup.
you kind of see. No, that's probably from the scoop. over
Cajun
there.
food, definitely the most unique American food.
That is true.
It's not.
Hey,
That's an Alex thing right there for you.
I mean, yeah, I'll take that one. Biscuits and gravy, all the way. Big fan. I mean, come on, that's literally like
How
my
did this
go-to.
become like the biscuit and sausage gravy podcast?
How did this not?
Talking about it for like an hour.
How
now,
did this not fall under diners?
Right? I mean,
Name-
Like literally, this
Name
is
for
what
the-
I
name for
test
the
a
fucking
diner
title.
by.
I test every breakfast place by
Yeah, like,
their
what's-
their biscuits and
See,
gravy.
I still have not had a good from a restaurant biscuits and gravy that I like.
You need to go down the oceanfront, bro.
Good.
I got some places I can send you.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm saying.
okay. Well,
That I'm
Dennis,
like-
Dennis has a theory that you either get
That
good
I'm like-
biscuits or good gravy. You never get both.
I've only found one place I got both.
Mayflower,
Yeah.
yeah.
That I will go
Right,
to
yeah.
like religiously to
For
go
it?
get. Yeah.
I mean,
Granted, I still haven't tried Angie's, which
I'm
I
pretty sure that any biscuit and gravy, even the bad one, is still
No,
pretty good.
no.
No.
Except for that one with carrots and shit.
No, yeah, I can trust me. There are some bad biscuits and gravy, and I'm not even just talking about the one. The fucking. Oh, well, I mean, shit. Why not?
I mean, if you're gonna go. All right, so Waffle House.
especially if you just went to the bar and you need some food real quick before you go home.
Spaniards who live in the United States for 6 years. I like apple pie, pastrami on rye sandwiches. Tex-Mex, all things you do with sweet potatoes. Virtually any item from Waffle House, bagels, Reuben sandwiches. Oh, I forget that you
They
can
don't do
flip
chicken and waffles there.
I forget that you can flip over the fucking menu. I always forget that there's another side. I only ever stay on this breakfast side.
See, the first guy, that should just be on like the try and get your
You should.
Legalization to America. Just like, what do you like?
Waffle
Tex-Mex, Waffle House, bagels, Reuben sandwiches, some chicken and waffles. I like
Pastrami on
cheesecake,
rye.
s'more. Pastrami on rice. All right, you're good.
Have you heard of this? The new description for Denny's? It's for Waffle House for people that don't know how to fight.
Oh, I did. Moving on to the next one.
Waffle House Wendy.
No.
I
what
mean, I could see that being
very-
American. Let's be real.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Maine
it's
lobster.
American, but lobster rolls.
And mayonnaise, so you know, like yeah, it's definitely American right there.
Well, mayonnaise is French.
Yeah, but they don't use it nearly as much as we do. Come
Yeah.
on.
I
Have
can
you
get a-
seen the 7-layer dip from Minnesota? It's like the first
best
3
thing
ingredients
they
is
do.
mayonnaise.
You said the 7-layer dip from Minnesota?
Yeah.
And he said the first 3 ingredients were mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Not egg, oil, and anything like
Well,
that. No, just mayonnaise.
When he led with the 7-layer dip, I automatically went to the
Mexican.
beans,
Yeah,
the olives.
no. You
mayonnaise,
got
lettuce, mayonnaise, French fries, mayonnaise.
Diced up
Tomato.
tomatoes, fucking damn crunched up fucking ruffle chips, fucking Jello.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now see, I don't believe you.
You went too far with the Jell-O.
Yep. Pull it up.
Raw
Raw
cookie.
cooking to 8 fucking men.
Damn right.
You know
I
what?
love that shit.
That's-
Less more American than raw cookie dough.
you know what? I feel like our
You know what?
impatience is
Yeah.
the only reason that even exists. Like,
We
people
need-
are like, around the world, like, hey, don't eat that. It's not cookies yet. And we're like, yeah, but
See,
it's right
Yeah,
now.
This
Well, I mean, this definitely stems-
British and growing up visiting Florida. I would love to eat raw cookie dough from the refrigerator section. It's just
You said it too softly, but we got where you were at. Anyway,
it's a I don't know
so
which one.
the raw cookie dough stems from licking the spoon or the mixer.
Like the brownie batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you eat cookie dough. You know
Or
what?
cake
I just
batter.
don't got time to cook this, man.
I mean,
I want cookies now.
It was a treat your mama gave you, you know.
Look,
And if
look.
you were, if
Let's
she
be
loved
real.
you, she
Let's
turned
be
the beaters
honest.
off.
The
They
eggs are pasteurized. You're fine.
They
Yeah.
make fucking edible raw cookie dough now.
Yeah.
Like that you're meant to eat raw.
Well, they leave the eggs out.
The
of it.
second one
But,
definitely is
let's face it,
understandable of that.
I can pretty much guarantee everyone at this table has taken a spoon to a roll of cookie dough at some point.
Nah, motherfucker, I went to the freezer and ate a raw fucking cookie dough thing. Like, I've done it. Like,
Like-
I like how you
that's
went to
gonna
the
gnaw on-
freezer.
That-
like,
Well,
not
in
even
a
to the
hotel
fridge.
when you got
Okay.
boxes.
Oh
of,
yeah.
Cookie pucks.
When they're the individual. Who
bitch,
didn't
yeah,
do
I
that?
got-
Otis
I got
Spunkemeyer.
velvet. I
Like
got chocolate
Fins-
chip.
like
I got
fried
mac and
cookie
cheese.
dough?
Oh yeah,
remember?
Otis Spunkemeyer.
Yeah.
That's why. Trust me, I used to crush those things all the time. Inventory was great.
Just sitting there, just eating one. You gotta gnaw on it for a little bit.
How's the inventory going? I gotta count this box of buns again. I'm gonna be in this freezer for a minute. Why are your teeth brown?
Po' boy.
Don't worry about
Yeah.
those chocolate chips. It's fine.
po' boys?
I feel like that falls under Cajun food.
Yeah, I'm with you. But it is a signature sandwich.
Yeah.
No, give me a po' boy sandwich any day of the week. I mean, there's so many varieties.
Question: is there any good place to get po' boys around here?
No,
No.
it's bread.
Keep scrolling.
Don't.
There's one
Wait,
place.
what was the question?
Can you get a good po' boy around here?
Oh,
Where?
yes.
Yeah.
you can.
Good-
That
yeah.
doesn't mean
But
stop
that's
scrolling.
here.
In this house.
That was in this house, yes.
In the vicinity of places.
No.
Especially
Okay.
the roast beef one.
You know how they have
In your
like
general vicinity,
Thank you.
yes, you can get a good.
you know how they have like the
Jason.
emergency brake and like the driver's ed car. I'm just gonna hook up a second mouse.
That'd be easy. I've already got one. We just need.
I mean,
14 banana pudding.
It's wireless.
Where are we at with banana pudding?
I love
Big
it.
I
fan.
love it.
Big
Depends-
fan.
Huge.
Depends on who
huge
makes
fan.
it.
Huge fan.
Depends on who makes it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the white chocolate macadamia nut.
Banana pudding.
That is.
Fucking delicious.
There you go. Banana pudding. That shit is life changing.
I love how like more than half of that is in caps.
Yes.
It's more like banana pudding. That shit is life changing. And I was away from the mic, just
Yeah.
to
S'mores, okay, I get you.
Oh yeah, who does? I didn't know that was American. I mean,
so
I guess
I'm
that
a
makes
European
sense.
dating an American.
They
I've
don't
tried
go
many
camping out
things
there.
so far, but s'mores, man, holy shit, that is perfection.
I will also say the ones in the photo were clearly not done over a fire. They look
No.
like they were torched, and they do look good.
They are those are restaurant quality.
yes,
s'mores, yeah.
yes. Jalapeno cheese bread.
Wow.
Not hating on that
We
one.
need to make that again.
The jalapeno cheese bread.
With the bacon and everything and a
Oh.
beer. Yeah.
I mean,
How about Carolina Reaper cheese bread?
I'm done with this.
oh shit, that sounds. Like,
Ooh, if y'all make enough, I can
sounds
bring
like
that
a
shit to work.
horrible
I
idea.
won't tell anyone.
I mean, like, come on, man. Could you imagine we make a Carolina Reaper cheese bread, and then we get pepper jack cheese, and then make like a spicy chicken sandwich?
No.
And
you
Not
gotta
pepper
make
jack
you gotta
cheese.
make the doubles weenie.
I mean, hey,
No, if
And you make it into buns.
not pepper jack cheese, you got to get that. Was it the
I'll bring it to work.
the habanero cheese?
I'll get any type of cheese that's
The hot
spicy.
wing, the
I
hot
mean,
wing cheese with the hot wing with habanero, and I think it's also got some jalapenos in it from Dietz and Watson.
look, if we made our own cheese, I'd put Reaper
that's
cheese.
what was on
I
the
mean,
spice, that was on the Jerry's Delight.
did you get him? I mean, I know you got him, but
Yeah, you got them.
2 for 2.
it's just
I'll
protein.
give you $5 to chug that.
Ooh.
Nah, bro.
I'll be honest. I mean, like, you know, if that bug killer wasn't sitting right in front of him, I might second
Time
that.
out.
They're drunk.
It's fucking pizza rolls.
Oh shit!
Lava in your mouth, and then it's cold as shit on the
Hey,
outside.
is there a
But it's
cooking
still good.
preference?
Hold on, I love this.
I love American breakfast food. Honestly, I think they have the breakfast down pat. But holy crap, what I really appreciate are our pizza rolls. God bless the Americans for pizza rolls.
You're damn right.
Is
sir.
there a preference in cooking? Anybody around the table? You got an air fryer. I don't know how you feel about the air fryer.
Air fryer
We've done fried pizza rolls. We've done baked pizza rolls. We've done air fried pizza roll. Is there a preference in cooking? Anybody?
No.
Well, last time I had that-
Just pizza rolls.
I
for
mean,
me.
I do
If-
like the deep fried
yes.
because the crunchy outside.
But
Agreed.
only if you had a fryer running. It's silly to
Start it
heat
like
up your
wait
fry-
30
yeah,
minutes for a fryer.
just
But
to get a fucking pizza roll.
I will also say that when you
It
fry
is
them,
delicious.
I do feel like you have to wait a little longer for them to cool down.
Well,
Yes.
you also run
Like-
the risk
Yeah.
of them opening up.
Well, yeah, 375-degree oil. Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean the air fryer is like 400 degrees. What is it about? For some reason,
I mean,
it's just,
it's-
you know.
my oven
Because
is
the
400
oil
Last
seeps
time I
into
ate
it.
them-
Like, that's the air fryer's point.
Now I
It's
want
not
pizza
the
rolls.
oil.
Last
Just
time I
doesn't
ate them,
cool
never
down
had
as
air fryer. Air fryer's a
No,
very
that's
new
when
thing.
Always have to
Do
bite
not
the
have a
tip.
fryer.
Cut the
Didn't want
corners.
to operate the oven, so microwave it is for 2 minutes. Pop
What's
that bitch in
what's
there.
the green company, the inventor of the Tino's pizza roll, Michelina.
Yeah.
So once he sold it and whatever and got bought out, he started Michelina's.
Yeah.
And then Michelina's had the packaging down. So it came in like a little tray.
Yeah.
And you peel the top open, you fold it down and press them down, so it had like the inside of a hot pocket.
Yeah.
And then you could microwave them, and they were fucking delicious. They were a little bit smaller than Totino's.
They had to be.
I love this picture because you can't get any gourmet look to pizza rolls.
You could.
It just
yeah,
looks-
I don't know. You could have stacked them like the s'mores.
Hold on,
You
man.
could have had
You
a
never saw
Totino's
when we
period,
did Totino's
pyramid.
pizza roll nachos.
Yeah, you could have done. You could have done a pyramid.
Marinara on there. So,
That
yeah.
you want to talk about a fat kid delight? we did it with the cheese sauce on it, with the lettuce, tomato. Yeah.
Team Fat Kid Delight.
I'm down for real.
Make your stomach race.
Well, the last topic that's for this email what we have.
This is a producer topic.
Oh shit!
It finally came up. It's been sitting
Do you
around
want
for a while.
Do you want to bring it up? No.
This is whenever you like.
It's a producer topic. You want to read it? Number 30?
What is it?
You want to go
Number
for
30.
it?
No. One of my favorite things is watching Pat Sajak throw shade on the wheel.
You know whenever you got that fight with a dude?
Oh, dude. It's getting terrible.
He just
Terrible,
has no fucks left. Like Pat Sajak said, I'm done. Fuck this shit.
It's like his last
You
season,
guys are
right?
stupid.
Yeah, Vanna White
I've
walked out
listened
apparently,
to your
too.
bullshit answers for
Walked
30
out?
Yeah.
years.
She was asking for a pay raise, and then they wouldn't give it to her, so she said, "Fuck it."
I mean, good for her.
Yeah, she only doing it for
wait.
fucking
I
30
mean, she's still on the show.
I don't know why I said good for her. I'm sure she's making way too much money to fucking push some letters.
They're
But
showing repeats right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
you got a strike going
Yeah, I
on.
don't-
Ryan
Please.
Seacrest is the new
I need him.
Sajak.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe they replaced him with Ryan Seacrest. Yeah, maybe they replaced him before, like maybe like 3 years ago. They were like, "Guess what? You're out," and then he's just been like
Oh, okay.
savage the whole time.
were you not sure who Pat Sajak was? It's like the
I-
guy from The Wheel of
Fortune.
Fortune.
Well, excuse me for
The
not
fu-
being
like-
as adamant as
Situation.
watching it because I don't even watch TV.
Yeah,
so
This is like The Price is Right in like the 2000s. You know what I mean? Like
all right. Just,
you kind of like have to know who ran
have
The
you
Price is
ever
Right in the
needed a
2000s.
reminder of someone's
Yeah, I mean-
face?
Don't forget, spade and neuter
He's
your
a
pets.
Bob Barker.
That's
Yeah,
Bob
don't forget,
Barker.
spade and neuter your pets.
Bob Barker.
Motherfucker, I don't have everyone's faces memorized just like Dennis. Okay. I just,
He doesn't have everybody's faces memorized. He's got faces, names, social security numbers, telephone numbers, addresses.
Blood
Apple.
type,
Date of
blood
birth.
type, date of
You
birth.
mean, you
mother's
mean
maiden
you're not
names.
Apple?
No.
I still think COVID was a whole fucking scam against Apple to
It
get rid
was,
of all
right to bring
facial
down.
ID, so
Yeah.
no one could open their phones.
But then they made an update that you could actually open your phone with a Face ID with a mask on.
Oh, is that an update?
Yeah.
So it's just looking
I
at
mean,
it.
look, at
Look
what point...
into my eyes.
I was going to say, at what point are we just doing, like, eye scans?
Biometric, bro. Biometrics.
I mean, that's
thing
how I
is,
get
if
in
you
my
need to
house.
open your fucking
know.
phone, you
That's
do
not
this.
getting that's not how you get... Well, I guess biometrics is how you get in your house. I was like, you don't have a fucking eye scanner.
You
That'd
don't
be
know.
Dope.
You don't know.
I basically live here.
Go to the top.
Unless it's in your bedroom somewhere, you got a safe in there. Like, all right, hold on. Let me pull a nose hair. You got to scan my eye. I'm gonna speak some words.
Click at the top.
Click it one more time.
Right there.
I'm not sure why it specifically had to be a nose hair.
There.
But
I mean, well, that's where I like, because it's also getting a boogie swab.
you know, yeah, it's DNA. It's
Ah,
everything.
there you go. Number
Hit the-
41.
hit it.
41. And we were
So
talking
this
about
is a Lauren topic as well.
Wait,
He
didn't
sent
we do
this
this
one
one?
over to me.
Yeah. Real quick, can we just see what we're time at? I'm sure we have time for this one, but I
Yeah,
want to see if
hour
we
and
have time
4
for another
minutes.
one afterward. All right. I mean, yeah, we're good. So 17 Oreo flavors. I didn't. Is that all of them? Is my next question. 17 Oreo flavors, ranked from "this should burn in hell" to "heaven in a cookie."
So we've all seen Oreo pretty much has dominated the market, and like we can make one cookie and make it 50 cookies. But
Hydrox just couldn't keep up.
well, I mean,
Okay, you want to start there?
so that's sad. This one, I think we deep fried this one.
I don't think we have. I don't recognize this one, to be honest. Number 17, coming in the very last place for the Oreo cookies,
So
is
this one should burn in hell.
this should burn in hell. The blackout cake. This was disappointing for so many reasons. First, it set up high expectations by smelling exactly like the richest, most decadent piece of chocolate cake that you've ever had, but it tasted absolutely nothing like blackout cake. And what did it taste like? Too sweet chocolate frosting. Wasn't good either. Worst of all, it tasted just as bad dipped in milk, which is unforgivable for an Oreo. I thought it would be hard to find last place, but it wasn't. Death to the blackout cake Oreo.
Okay,
probably like
questions. What is a blackout cake? Now I'm confused.
I'm assuming devil's chocolate.
No, it's
Death by chocolate?
It's pretty much in a sense death by chocolate. It's literally it's a black forest cake in a sense.
So it's dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean,
So if you were mad
bitter
that
chocolate?
there's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
chocolate cookie with chocolate inside of there flavored as a blackout chocolate.
number 16, also don't recognize this flavor.
It's
Toffee
delicious. What are you
Crunch.
talking about?
I haven't seen it, that's all.
would eat
I've
the
had it.
shit out of those.
This Oreo
You
filling.
think, but you don't know how good or they were not
love
good.
toffee.
Yeah, but that is not
Well,
toffee.
apparently this Oreo filling tasted nothing like toffee, and the sugar crystals did not help things. I hope Nabisco will forgive my presumptuousness, nice word, but I really think that they should have been salt crystals. It's not mandatory that toffee be salty, but almost any recipe you find in the toffee caramel butterscotch family will contain salt.
That's true.
And some salt would have gone a long way there. The only reason... Whip it, all right. The only reason it's not in last place was because I wasn't expecting it to be good. The smell told me everything I needed to know as soon as I opened the package.
See, because toffee's supposed to be crunchy, and you can't put that inside the middle.
Oh,
What are you talking
Well,
about?
I feel like
They could have put
could.
toffee. They could have
You
put toffee.
could.
They could have put
Didn't
toffee
work out.
crumbles in the cream.
I really am not up on my Oreo game. Number 15, the Brookio.
You never had a
It's
Brookio?
back,
An ex-
Brookio.
I don't know if I would qualify it like this, but an explosion in your mouth, but in a bad way.
Oh yes.
It's supposed to be three things at once: a brownie, a chocolate chip cookie, and an Oreo. One of those three things, you might get a hint of brownie from flavor from the layer of chocolate cream, and it also somehow tasted worse dipped in milk. I actually think a brownie flavored Oreo could be really good, but I'm sorry, the turducken monstrosity should not be brought back in a second time.
Well, obviously, it was brought back a second time because it says it's back on the package.
Yeah.
Okay, well the next one's just gross.
I am with you again.
Yes,
Have
yes,
not
that
seen
one
this
is
one,
just-
but cotton.
yeah, it's-
dual.
I bet you we
Hey.
would sell it to a shit ton of kids if we deep fried it, though.
Do we think it's dual flavored?
Oh, like the
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
I think blue and pink cotton candy taste exactly the same.
It's just
One.
okay. So
This
my
sounds like some Japanese shit. Okay, I've seen them do some shit with ramen noodles that are like retarded, and people love it over there. There's like some fucking red velvet cake
you ready?
ramen.
Because here's the sad part. This cookie gets points. Definitely gets points for nailing the cotton candy flavor. So they got it right, but it's just not something that belongs in a sandwich cookie. Nobody needs cotton candy dipped in milk in their life. That said,
Stop dipping it in milk.
if you go absolutely bananas for cotton candy, this might be your dream come true.
I like the first sentence.
But I'm judging you.
My friend called this a gender reveal Oreo.
And, yeah, I mean, yeah, but you still weren't. No genders were revealed.
All right, we're getting into
Blue and
cookies.
the pink.
Getting into cookies we recognize now. I'm not going to read so many descriptions because 13 birthday cake Oreo,
It's good.
Moving along.
caramel coconut.
Delicious.
You've had it?
Yes.
We've seen this one. I
Where
don't
do
know
you
if we've
order
had
these
this one.
things? Where do you shop?
Java chip Walmart. What do you know?
Walmart. Yeah, we've done Java chip on the food truck.
Walmart,
Yep.
Kroger's, fucking
S'mores.
Food Line.
See that
Number
one?
9.
Lemon's not
wait,
that good.
wait. How did they place lemon above s'mores? I'm a little confused there.
I haven't had the lemon. But
It's
you're a
just-
lemon donut
the
fan.
person-
I am,
They-
but I still think
Nah.
the lemon
Oreos
Oreos
are good.
are
I've
not as
I've
good as
never
the
had a
s'mores.
lemon Oreo, nor do I want to try one.
Continuing on to number 8,
Does it have
coming
the
in
meringue?
with the golden Oreo. It does
Yeah.
not have a meringue. Number 7 is mint.
Those are
Fucking
good.
it.
Fuck you.
Number 6 is chocolate
Time
hazelnut.
out. Time
Not
out.
good,
On the
not
mint
good.
one, does it taste like a Girl Scout cookie? Like a Thin Mint?
Yeah.
No, see, I don't think it's quite that
It's
far.
not-
I
it's
think
not chocolate- it's not
it's still the
chocolate dip.
Oreo cookie.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
Don't-
you're getting Oreo with mint. It's not.
My thing is,
Not Girl
don't
Scout
put your
cookie.
fucking toothpaste in my treats. Okay? Mint is for
excuse
a
me,
drink.
sir. That's double mint, not spearmint.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Put it in my gum, put it in my drink, not in my sweets.
What about your ice cream?
How about your
Fuck
burnt?
that too.
Your burnt shots.
Man, mint chocolate chip ice cream so fucking
Nope.
good.
I hate it.
I'm with Melissa.
I'm giving pistachio though.
Can you scroll down to 5 so we can keep moving them?
Chocolate.
Number 5 is chocolate.
Oh, do you remember the chocolate dipped Oreos?
Yes.
Do they still make those?
Yes.
We'll find out here in a
Yes,
minute.
they do.
Number 4 is peanut butter. You think they'd be
Damn
on this
right.
list? Number 3 is dark chocolate.
Yes.
Number 2 is chocolate peanut butter pie.
That one was all right.
We deep
And
fried that one for shout.
Finally, the winner is the original Oreo. I have so many
False.
things to say
I
about this
prefer
because
Hydrox.
False.
they didn't do double stuffed or anything.
It is. The
The
double
also-
stuff's original.
The-
They didn't do the chocolate. I
But
remember,
it's
I remember when
better.
the chocolate dipped ones came out. Like
Yeah.
we would keep them in. Well, my mom would keep them
I
in
mean,
the freezer.
her first,
Double stuffed is better than original.
her
You
first,
know it's better
her
than
first, her first
double
line.
Chocolate stuff or
Alex,
dipped Oreo
her first line.
is the chocolate dipped.
What?
I said her first
What
line.
is it? The
Oh.
butters?
Oh, the chocolate dipped Nutter Butters.
Not
I mean,
Nutter
like,
Butters. The
Maybe it's
peanut
nostalgia. It's basic ass
flavored
choice. Whatever.
cookie. Which one is that?
What? Fudge
I mean,
rounds?
different flavors. You can't just
No,
say the
but-
fucking
Time
first
out, man.
one.
I can't hear shit. Like there's too many conversations.
The peanut butter, like
Nutter
wafer.
butters.
Don't look at him. Look
Are
at the
they
mic.
Nutter Butters?
Nutter Butters,
Okay,
yeah.
The Nutter
those
Butters
aren't the
that were
long-
dipped. Yeah, they're delicious as
Those
hell.
are amazing. Those are
Go.
even better than Oreos.
You said flavors. That's original.
You
flavor.
highlighted the
I mean-
shit. What are you talking about?
I
Just
said-
read what you highlighted.
Yeah, from
know,
what she
okay,
said,
I
I know.
know.
Okay, I know. This is a basic choice.
All right,
Maybe it's a
Dennis,
solid.
what's your favorite Oreo all time?
Since
Hydrox?
you've had the most of them.
Jeez, I see you had to. Okay, you have to understand. One of my friends that I had was a like literally.
Oreo fanatic, and you would
Yes.
buy them all.
Yes.
I just don't know why I never see them.
I don't know. Like
Mine is
Have
toffee
you- did-
or peanut butter.
They never
Toffee or
made it out of
peanut
the bar.
never made it out of the
Oh
bar.
no, I mean like in the store.
Oh
Not
no!
'cause you weren't bringing it
Okay.
here.
I was gonna say like,
Jeez.
So you eat your Oreos with your beers, with your
fuck
peepers?
it, man. Dude, I eat I'll drink PBR and fucking eat ice cream all day long
All
at the
right,
same time.
let's click on the
On
next
that,
one.
and we go.
We good for it or
Yeah, we
It's
got
hot.
we
It's
got
hot
we
as
got time
shit.
to do one more. That one.
this one?
'Cause, do we want to talk shit or do we want to save that for the next podcast?
Say that one. Cause that's gonna be
Well,
a
I
lengthy
mean,
one.
Alex,
Yeah.
We can just do that
Hey.
one and then next week.
hit the button real fast for me. Okay, so Alex and I had a conversation. You're the one that brought it up to me that Reyes was sold, and we talked about Reyes.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
That's why.
We talked about Reyes
Because for
sauce.
you, yeah, for you
Because
guys.
like when we went through like the list of best sauces
yeah,
on Ranker, and so the producer went and got the red sauce, and then which was good,
yeah,
and then she went and got the Alfredo sauce. So we had the opportunity last night to enjoy said Reyes, but they were sold to Campbell's.
for $2.7 billion.
Like
Good for you,
you are
Reyes.
fucking welcome, Reyes. This podcast is powerful.
I mean, I do remember that you rated them very, very high.
Yeah.
Okay, so last night.
they're my best like jar sauces. in
Okay,
my
so
opinion.
we had the roasted garlic Alfredo.
yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
And like she wanted to mess with it, so
Doctor it up a little bit. I get it.
yeah. But so we tried it on a fork first.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to know baseline. before she started, adding sun-dried tomatoes and bacon and, go through your normal, and shrimp and all the other things that are going to go in there. Cold.
It's good. Yeah.
So, it being cold, I would dip a cold Olive Garden stick in that and eat it straight out the jar. It was good.
Cold.
I have a
Why
slightly
would
different
you want
question.
your
Told you.
breadstick to be cold?
You wouldn't.
I was making the point that
He's
even
saying
if
it's
the
so
breadstick
good.
was cold, I would still eat it cold.
Oh,
I would eat that sauce dipping just bread in it.
It's
Okay.
so
Straight
good
out the
that
jar
you could eat it cold. I have a question though. Do you think that Campbell's is becoming like the Anheuser-Busch of the soup world,
Just
or
absorbing.
like the sauce world? That competition's getting really good. Fucking buy them.
Well, it depends on
But,
what
I mean,
they
But
want.
if you
Yeah.
have the power to drop $2.7
Billion.
billion to
Right?
buy a sauce company,
Call
we better
us,
start making
Campbell's.
fucking sauce.
Well, we
You-
better start making some $7 bottle sauce.
You know everybody likes that bacon cheese sauce, Campbell's.
That's real shit. I love how the lady came yesterday and was like, "Are you guys selling this yet?" As soon as we figure out how, fucking keep it.
I think in a mason jar, if you drop it in a pot of boiling water, simmering,
Yeah.
it might work.
So is that just how we're gonna package it? It's just
I
gonna come in a mason
I
jar,
don't know,
I gotta-
sealed and
I
ready.
gotta- I see.
And you gotta keep it
But-
refrigerated though.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, like that. It's the reheating that we
It's
worry
gotta
about.
be-
So I
yeah.
like his
gotta be-
idea.
I
It's
get
like
it.
that
Gotta be
way.
constantly stirred. So you
Yeah.
open the jar, and you would have to be like the wide mouth jar.
Well, yeah.
See, I
you
feel
put
like
it
if
in-
it's sealed, you might not have to open it because now it's under pressure.
I think it's still gonna break.
Ah.
Well, we
Well,
can
how
try
do
it.
they do the shit with fucking
All right, so
nacho
like,
cheese?
you know how they,
Because there's additives.
you know how they seal
That
jalapenos?
I don't really want to use them.
Yeah.
Like if you're
True.
pickling jalapenos, you know how they put it in hot and then you seal it hot and it shrinks,
Yeah.
so it closes.
It seals. Would it
Do
be
you
shelf
think-
stable though?
Do you think?
I mean,
Well,
There's
what kind of
harm-
shelf stable are we looking for? If we're selling it on the truck, it doesn't have to make it a month. Like,
There's no harm in testing it just with one little bottle from like when y'all make the
I'm with you.
sauce,
It's going to be tested.
and then
Anyway,
Oh, it will be.
she made a fucking delicious dinner last night, and it was Alfredo with angel hair because that's the way I like mine.
I know.
But she did ask me what kind of, and I said, "Do we have any pappardelle in the freezer?"
We might have. I didn't look.
you haven't had angel hair and stuff.
no. I mean, I'm not looking, but no, we don't.
I know what I do have in the freezer, and you didn't want it, so we moved on.
All right, so moving on to number 42.
That had to been cauliflower.
Lay's.
No, we had tortellini, and I thought tortellini would be too much too.
Yeah.
But.
Lay's is finally bringing back a fan favorite, and whoever wrote this, my personal favorite, Happy Face chips. Kettle
dressed.
cooked Ruffles, all dressed.
Yep.
Kettle cooked Ruffles.
How are you now?
So all dressed.
That's a
that
Canadian-
is
it's
the
Canadian.
Canadian flavor.
It
Yes.
wasn't. It was okay.
They were not bad.
I don't think that's my all-time
But
favorite
they tasted
flavor.
like
But it's
salt and vinegar barbecue chips.
I mean, let's be honest. Like the potato chip game has really gone leaps and bounds away.
Yes.
Now they're doing like chips specifically to put on sandwiches,
Yeah.
which are
That's
pretty,
hers.
are pretty tough to get through.
No, not if they're on a sandwich.
Okay, but
Oh, look at these.
Ooh.
Oh my God, it's hot in here.
so
Just in case anybody hasn't heard me the last 4 times.
what is your favorite flavor? Like all dressed. So they're bringing back.
Funyun.
They're bringing back 4, not
Yeah.
just. So they're bringing back all dressed, which is the
Cool
middle
Ranch
one.
Doritos.
That's the, to the
Lay's,
right. Yeah.
They're bringing back the Cool Ranch Lay's,
Onion.
Cheetos Lay's,
You either got me on
And Funyun
Funyuns or
Lay's.
Cheetos.
Is this
Funyun
new?
Lay's or Ways. Yes, this is new. These
Okay,
are new
well,
flavors
then
coming
we're gonna
out.
go find these. We'll let you know.
Because we
Alright.
didn't just spend like the last part of summer finding all the other chips they just released.
Yeah.
This is how they
Cuban
keep making money.
sandwich, buffalo chicken.
Yeah, we
fucking
went
Yeah,
BLT.
they're all on the table right now.
All but the BLT ones.
Yeah, she keeps those under lock and key.
I
I'm not even
understand.
allowed.
I understand.
All right, so
that.
all dressed. I didn't think all dressed.
He said even I'm not allowed to have those ones.
I don't think all dressed is my favorite chip. I think I'm a sour cream and cheddar guy.
Ooh, see, I think just sour cream and onions probably my go-to.
Salt and vinegar.
From who?
Gosh,
Salt and
they're-
vinegar's a good one,
Oh,
too.
my favorite.
I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care.
you don't
I
have
think
you don't have a chip preference.
Lay's is probably my go-to, and I don't mean ruffled or anything. Just
See, I'm a
Lay's
kettle
sour
guy.
cream and
I
onion
like
chips.
the thick cut ones.
I'm
Okay,
the-
so
the
time out.
thin Lay's
I'm lying. My
stress me
favorite chip of all time was the Cajun sour cream and onion from
Yes.
Zapp's, but they discontinued it.
Yeah,
Are we
that
counting
was
Sun
good.
Chips? I mean, like,
I mean,
look,
Sun Chips are
it's
chips, man.
fucking-
If you like chips.
No.
Are,
Sun
are
Chips are
Pringles?
Yo, those
Yeah.
Sun Chips.
What are we?
They're
Are we
crisps.
counting Pringles?
No, those
Yeah,
are
the
crisps.
Sun Chips, all
Those are
cheddar,
crisps.
They're not allowed to be
are
chips.
fucking good.
Sun Chips what?
The Sun Chip all cheddar.
Sun
Yeah.
chips aren't
One-
bad. They have their place. They have their time.
I'll be honest with you,
it's not a
I
potato.
am not gonna go to the pantry and be like, yes, please.
Is
I
it a
want some
potato?
Sun
The
Crisps.
worst thing
time.
about Sun Chips is the fucking bag.
Is Sun Chip a potato?
I don't
believe
know.
so.
I think it's a corn chip.
I think it's a corn chip as well.
It's multigrain.
Because it's able to be
multigrain.
called a chip, but Pringles is not able to be called a
Because-
chip.
Well,
So it's a
not-
crisp.
Because
So
they're
Sun Chips
flakes,
crisp.
right?
No,
Aren't
Sun
Pringles
Chips.
flakes?
Sun Chips. It's called Sun Chips.
It's multigrain. It's not a full potato.
I feel like everyone's saying chips.
Chips.
Well, how is it? Yeah, how is it a chip if it's a multigrain? Because then it would be a crisp,
Right?
right? Because it's not a
but,
slice.
But the name of the product is Sun Chips,
Alright,
Okay,
and it's
well,
only
the
called
potatoes
Sun Chips
would be
because the
every
entire
topic-
plant, the entire plant is solar powered. That's why it's called Sun Chips.
This sounds like this should be a Texas Pete issue, and we need to sue Sun Chips.
Okay.
Because they have Sun Crisps.
I mean, were they
Wait,
made
real-
in
real-
the
real
sun?
quick, real
Did somebody
quick.
put some fucking chips out there and bake them in the sun?
No,
then
it's
I have
because-
a problem.
It's probably done in a warehouse,
Well,
and there's
then
no
I
sun.
have an
It's
issue.
literally because the plant is solar powered.
But that's not the chip, that's the plant.
Real quick.
That should be Sun Plant.
Every time we have a conversation about this shit, it always ends up dressing. So, that whole conversation, dressing, condiment, that type of thing. It always is it a chip? No, it's a fucking corn chip. It's a potato chip. Is it? Is it?
But why can a corn chip be called a chip and Pringles not be called a chip?
I don't
What
know.
is your definition of chip?
According to the definition that
Going right
Lay's
back
sued,
Potato chip?
Going
that
right back
Lay's
into it.
sued Pringles, and they had to change their fucking name because it wasn't a potato chip because Pringles mashes it and forms it.
Yeah.
Potato
Yes.
chips are sliced thin. They're
Yeah.
French fries in other countries.
Yeah.
But here
But
we
this
call them
is
chips.
clearly
Crisp.
a chip came from the sun. So, yeah.
Like Orion.
At the same time,
Is it a condiment or is it a dressing
Maybe there's
Or
or
somewhere
is
in
it
the
a
world
sauce?
these chips
if
just
they're actually
rain
out there
down.
listening, whoever owns Sun Chips, fucking start making bags full of the damn Sun Chips that are coated with the Flamin' Hot that you get like in the munchies and everything. 'Cause
Sun
that's
Chips?
the best part of the munchies bag.
Sun Chips are technically not chips, in my opinion, if they are multigrain, because it is a chip is a thin slice of food. Yeah, we're getting into it. We're getting into it.
This is life.
A chip
Life.
is a thin slice of food, typically potato, made crisp by being fried, baked, or dried and eaten as a snack. So it is a thin slice of food. So if it's a multigrain, it's not a slice.
How? How do you
So
figure?
are corn chips a low taste?
They
do you
didn't.
mean?
They didn't
Well, they
slice.
poured it
Show me
into
how to
a-
slice multigrain.
Yeah, are you gonna put
form
8
it?
grains together?
Don't even.
Well, if you have to form it, now it's not a slice.
Well,
But
no,
then
no,
they
no.
slice it.
Honestly, no, I
thin.
still.
I mean,
So-
Pringles does the same thing.
I-
So-
Pringles got
so then
sued.
there's
Wait for
Sun
it, wait for it, wait
Crisps.
for it.
Is,
Yes,
bol-
they're
is,
crisp.
is bologna a slice of
Watch
ham?
out. Watch this, watch this.
No.
All right.
Is
It's a
bologna a
slice.
slice of
Watch
ham?
out.
No, bologna is bologna. It's a
A
sausage.
slice of
What have
bologna.
At the
done.
same time, I have customers that come in and order pork chips. It's literally a bone-in pork chop about a 1/4 inch thick.
Well, that's stupid.
Because literally, it's like
That's
That's a thin slice of
that's a
something.
thin slice of something.
Yeah,
That is a
that's chip.
I don't know why you call it a chip. It's a thin.
I call it a chip. It's not a chop because the damn thing's so fucking thin. It's
Are you
gonna
like
fry
using
like
like
that.
the
You
saw
call it
or are you
chips,
using
and
like the
that's why
meat
they're calling
slicer?
it chips.
bandsaw?
Bandsaw. You're like.
I must
Yeah.
call this shit stuff I eat when I'm drinking, and I don't feel like eating actual food.
The only dilemma I have with the definition and calling it a pork chip is because it says a thin slice of food, typically potato made crisp by being fried, baked, or dried, and eaten as a snack.
So can
No,
bacon
it's
be
like
a
a
chip?
quarter.
You don't eat pork chops
Bacon.
as a snack.
I didn't say I don't.
So is bacon a chip?
Yes.
Oh fuck yes, bacon is a chip.
That is the most Jason
That
answer.
is
I
that
could
is
ever-
eaten as a snack. That's walking
It is
around
fried.
now
bacon.
you are talking about pork chips.
Walking around bacon. That's
Jason's like, I got ideas.
Making my
It's
way
cut
downtown,
thin.
I just don't wanna
eating
cook that much
pork
bacon.
chips.
I mean, like, do you cut it in half? Is it a chip now instead of a strip? It's a bacon strip.
Like
It's a
the
bacon
McDonald's, you get 2 half strips
Right?
of bacon at McDonald's.
chip. So you get 2
Bro,
bacon chips.
that's so fucked up. And it's so fucked up that they advertise it like that.
Well, no, because
I mean, I
it's
guess
only on the
you're-
app,
you're
and they
being
had to
honest.
they had to give it up because it's
Yeah.
on the app. Like you're not getting 2 full strips of bacon.
Yeah, you didn't use, they didn't,
like on your English muffin. You're getting 2 half strips
you
of
get
bacon.
Two
one
rashers.
slice of thin
2 rashers.
ass.
So you're saying a
pre-cooked
rasher is a half
bacon.
slice of bacon?
Yeah.
These are not rations; they are rashers, and I think rashers are more lean, and they're not cut from the same. They're not cut from the belly.
I also feel like one rasher would be
I thought
Pretty
rasher was
equivalent to
sausage.
3/4 of a bacon
It's a
strip.
banger.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Rashers like come from the ham.
But I mean, size-wise, I'm thinking like
At the
they
same
would
time, remember
they'd
what you're
fill an
talking
English
about
muffin.
too. That's not bacon.
I know that's not bacon.
That's
That's why they call them rashers.
Yeah.
And evidently we call
don't even
bacon.
know what
They
y'all
call it
talking about
streaky
anymore.
bacon. Let's hit the buttons. And
Well,
let's
look, they
do
call
this.
cookies biscuits, so they're fucking wrong.
Oh, well.
Sausage isn't pudding either. I don't care who you are.
All right, well, we're gonna find these Lays.
We rebel.
Join us next time on why we choose chips over this when it could be dressings over sauces.
As always, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. You can find us on Facebook at,
Team Fat Kid.
on Instagram at,
Team Fat Kid Nation.
on Twitter,
At Team Fat Kid 1.
on YouTube at,
Team Fat Kid.
and of course, you can find us online for all of your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfatkidnation.com.
You can find the food truck on Facebook at
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
Instagram.
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
Little Twitter.
At Fat_Truck.
You
Wait,
can call
wait. We done fucked this whole shit up. Is it Twitter anymore?
Oh,
It's
it's
X.
Is it X?
It's X.
It's X.
It's X now.
Okay, you can find us on the X.
At Fat_Truck.
You can call us for all your pre-order and catering needs at.
757-427-1586.
Remember,
Stay hungry.
be creative.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
Praise the Lord, peace, love, and bacon grease. If you put A1 on your salad, it's dressing.
You're an asshole.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
If you put A1 on a salad, it's salad dressing.
Fuck A1.
Be
All right,
positive.
What about 57?
Be positive. $500.
Meet me up at the truck.
Got that liver. $500.